When I was a tyke, I loved camping out in the woods. That's me on the left. I went tent camping as I grew up, but then when I got old, I wanted a travel trailer to make things easier on me. I went to various places, and I thought I had a great idea when I would do video blogs for my family on a small little smartphone. That worked quite well for quite a while, but then I decided I wanted to have a YouTube camping video. So I created that. I made various videos with much more professional equipment, but I still had all these video blogs made from that small little smartphone. So I remastered them and re-edited them, and here they are, presenting the Legacy Travel Trailer Camping Video Series, warts and all. I hope you enjoy them as much as I did. This is it right here. I just arrived, just parked it. I haven't done anything yet. It's kind of waterlogged back in here. These big puddles here. But the fire pit for like tonight is like, look at that. Big water puddle all the way around it. Same inside, so it's like useless for like tonight at least. So I won't be able to do a campfire tonight. As you can see, it's unhitched from the truck, and it's raining now, so I'm going to have to hurry and get out of this and go inside. Yeah, so I got some electricity up here now. That was the last thing I did. It was right there, see? And into the trailer right there. Since I have a microwave to use, I've got some red beans and rice. It looks like sausage slices in it. So I'm going to eat that now. It's 3:03 in the afternoon, and I've gotten done with getting my camp set up here. That's how the inside of the trailer looks now. There'll always be some stuff on the bed because I don't have no other place to put it. But it looks a bit cleaner in here now. And there's dinner for tonight. 2 chicken thighs and corn on the cob. Take you on a tour outside now. Once again, here's the campfire ring. Everything around it is like in water, and it's dry up there, but inside of this thing, it's like wet. And you probably can't see it very well, but it is soaking wet in there. It's going to take at least a day for that to dry up. Yeah. So I may not even be able to get to use this campfire here on this trip. Should have brought that little red campfire. Here I am, I'm all set up now, and I'll be using this grill tonight for those chicken thighs. I'll probably only use this barbecue grill once, and that's for the steak. That's I think that's tomorrow. So here I'm all set up. I've got everything hidden underneath the trailer, the wood, because I don't have an awning anymore. It's gone. So my chairs in the back of the pickup got soaked overnight at home, and then it rained a little bit on the way up, and then after I set up, well, it was actually during when I was setting up camp, it was kind of raining, I mean like real rain, and not just sprinkling. So they're soaked. So I wouldn't even want to even sit in them without like putting plastic sheets on top of them, which I don't have. There's my wood down there. And I've got, electricity, so I can use a microwave now. Selfie mode here. It's about 3:10 right now in the afternoon. It's about 53 degrees out here right now. Still got my short sleeves on. That's because I had to dry out my hoodie. It got wet, and I guess it's not the right kind of fabric as it stays wet, so I've got it inside the truck there, draped over the dashboard and the steering wheel toward the sun there, so I'm hoping it'll dry out by this evening. Dinner time now, making those chicken thighs here. Well, they are kind of juicy and oily, as you can see. So let's take care of this. A little bit of a problem there. Taken care of. Well, here's my dinner. I made corn on the cob wrapped up in foil and put it on the grill about halfway through. And these are my chicken thighs. So I hope they're good. I wanted to make sure they cooked well, because about chickens, you can't eat them medium rare, They gotta be thoroughly cooked. Day 2 of my camping trip at Canyon Point. What's up today is, well, I'm going to have to drink some coffee here first to kill some time, because I forgot to turn on the water heater for the shower during the night, so that'll take about 30 minutes to heat up. So I'll be ready around 8:45 to take a shower a little bit later than what I would want to. Eat one of those microwave breakfasts. They're not the best things in the world. They'll get me going. Then I'm going to go outside and see what the world holds for me at Canyon Point. Hoping there's a lot of dry puddles that dried up during the night. Or they'll make some progress during the day. I'm hoping I can have a campfire tonight. I probably might do some hiking. I might actually hike down to the rim here today. All showered, all dressed. See? Nice and clean now. Okay, I've got my breakfast all ready to make here, so I wanted to show you that. Here it is today. 2 pieces of toast, which I'm going to make with this gizmo right here. A toast right on top of the flame of the gas stovetop. And my butter and jelly for them. The main entree is the microwave breakfast. It's alright, but I wouldn't buy them as a steady meal to eat at home. So it's not in the microwave yet. And got things a little bit set up here for the toast and for my orange juice, some water, and some reading material. So once that's all done, I'll get back to you. It's all ready. Here's the toast. And here's the microwave breakfast. Is that hash brown? I guess that is. Powdered eggs, I think. And maybe real soggy bacon. But hey, it's breakfast. And I got toast. And coffee and orange juice and salt and pepper to kill the taste of that. I wish it was a real one, but that's too many dishes to wash. And with this meal, I've got no dishes to wash. Yippee! So I can go outside and have fun after this. One other thing that I realized was that I looked out the window this morning and all that water around the campfire ring is all dried up. So maybe tonight I can have a campfire. So that's something to look forward to. I'm enjoying myself. I forgot for the first time to bring that wide brim hiking hat with me. So I'm wearing this Ohio State hat when I'm out in the sun. It is cool though. It's around 60 right now, and even sitting here in the shade, it's a bit chilly. I may have to go back in and put something else on while I'm out here in the shade. But out in the sun, it's nice and warm, because that's where the back of the trailer is to fill up the water. So I'm just going to relax out here for 30-40 minutes and read some, and then get ready for lunch. I want to make some time for early to mid-afternoon to do this hike to the rim, and I'll be, of course, videotaping that journey. Hey, just put them on there. So those are those barbecued hot dogs. Still a nice sunny day out here. A little bit of clouds have moved in, but they're not threatening at all. I think tonight I'll be able to have my campfire. I think once I start a fire in there, that'll help to dry out the ground around it. So it'll be even better on my last night tomorrow. Well, there's the final result. There's my 2 grilled barbecue type hot dogs and some chips and dip there. There's dip in case I need more. And the wavies over there. And because it's my camping experience, once again, I'm going to watch something on this portable player. Don't know yet. And I've packed up my backpack with some essentials. This will take most of the afternoon before I'm back. Hope should be back by 4. It's about 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock on the dot right now. So I'll be videotaping this journey along the way. Well, I've reached the first milestone here, and that's the bathrooms. Here they are. That was a nice little sign here. It's been here since I've been coming up here. And there's the pit toilets. So now there's my path back there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a barbed wire fence back there. Here's the people gate. It's really used to prevent like horses from passing through there. So you just have to kind of like walk your way through it, worm your way around, and you have to be really steady for this one. There we go. Show you why, because that thing was in the way, rubbing up against my belly. I'll start walking toward it. Keep you apprised of my progress. Right after I got past that gate, I was feeling something like caught on my left boot, and it was the sole breaking apart from my left boot. That's not very good, and I have nothing in my backpack to fix it. But there's enough cushion on the bottom of my boot there for me to continue on, so I'm going to put this in my backpack once I get back to the trailer later on. So I'm going to try to carry on trail that's going to take me to the edge of the rim here. It's called the Sinkhole Trail, and off to the south here where I'll be going, there's the sign for it right there. No, I've never seen a sinkhole here, so I don't know. I mean, people have told me there is a sinkhole back here somewhere. Starting to go down a little bit denser area of the forest now. I don't see any remnants from the really Apache-Sitgreaves fire that happened here so long ago. It would be further south to where I'm walking, so maybe I'll see some. Well, here's some possible remnants of a fire of some kind here. There's the trail I'm going down. I came right across this. This could be the result of a lightning strike, or maybe it is something left over from the really Apache-Sitgreaves fire. But none of the other trees around it seem to be affected, so I think this is just a lightning strike that happened. Here's a snake running around the base of that tree, trying to stay away from it. I don't know if it's showing up very well, but he's in there. Yeah, he didn't walk in front of me. He was off to the left of me. But there's the shadow of the sun. He's right to the left of that, right of that. So, I don't know if you can see him or not. I'll leave him be, so we can do his little snake chores. Well, I ran into something peculiar here. This trail kind of like ends up right here now, which isn't far enough. There's a canyon down there. I backed myself up carefully. This is where the trail was up there. And there's like a new one. Kind of goes along the side of this thing, which I never did before. I'm going to have to backtrack here, see if I can see the trail markers going to where it should go. Yeah, you know what happened was I took the wrong trail to begin with. I took the sinkhole trail, which I never did before, and that ended up dead end. I should have walked further because it turns into this wide, kind of a road looking structure. This is the one I'm supposed to be taking. So that's back toward the campground. And this will go down toward my ultimate destination. And I was able to see this dirt kind of a road after I'd walked about 100 yards away from that one spot with the canyon. So now I'm really on my way. I'm approaching a formation of rocks which I remember from before, and I like to call this one back in the ear. I like to call this like sundial rock. It looks like a big sundial from the back, just propped up there. This is the magical part of the forest, I call it. You don't hear anybody else. You don't hear no cars or trucks. All you hear is the wind. Now I'm hearing some crickets. Some of you may only hear at night out here. Well, there's Table Rock. I'm close. I can see the clouds over the edge of the rim down here. It's down there. I can see in between the trees. There's like sky, which like dips down below the trail there. I'm almost there. Well, I finally made it. 2:35 in the afternoon. It's a totally different place than from what I remember it. But there's we're on the edge of the rim right now, and that's like the other sides of it. There's like little box canyons that go off every which way. But way down there, you can see a farm and some green pasture down there. And way off there, you know, there's like a rain shower going on. Okay, I'm facing east now. And this is what the Rodeo Chosky fire did to this place. It used to be covered in green forest. You couldn't even see through this stuff. And even coming back up the trail here, all of this was forested. It had a picnic table right up there, which of course was burned away in that forest fire. But remember when I was telling you about the last segment is where you kind of like go down into a deep forested area, and the trail is just big enough for like one person? Well, that's not even there anymore. The fire just raced right through that spot and just opened it up to the sky. It's like a different landscape entirely from the landscape that I fell in love with the first time I made this hike. It takes like an hour and a half. And a lot of new flora and fauna is now growing here that didn't used to be here. Dead trees falling everywhere. Way on those sides there's cliffs, and they're covered with some growing trees now. The last time I came up here, they were just black from that forest fire. And this tree right here, well, he's like gone from the top. And you see this one right here in front of me, gone from the top. I hear thunder actually. Yeah, it's to the west here. There's like a thunderhead over there. It's far away. I can walk back to my campsite in time. And they may not even come in my direction. Okay, so I'm going to take a break here now. I haven't taken a break at all on this hike like I usually do. So I'll spend about 10 minutes here, and I got to refill my canteen from my water bottles, and then eat a snack, sit down, which I haven't done at all, and then do other things like get rid of the water that I've already drank, and then I'll be on my way back. But I will do some filming along the way just to show you the spot which used to be heavily forested and very narrow. The trail was very narrow, and now it's like all opened up. Well, the winds have picked up considerably. It's cooled down too, so I'm going to have to roll down my sleeves and try to stay warm here. I spent about 20 minutes here, so I'm all packed up and ready to go back out. And there's that storm off in the distance. The thunder's gotten louder, and it has expanded to right overhead here, though the general direction is off toward that way, and I'm going to be going back this way. Now you're in that moment to where your mental toughness actually comes into play here. I know it, I might have been only an hour and a half to get here, but now it's like, oh crap, I got an hour and a half, mostly uphill, to go back. I'll just keep my, keep my focus, knowing that I've got a dinner to make back at the campsite, and I have this chore to do too, so that'll keep my mind off the, oh, it's another hour to go, it's another half an hour to go, that kind of business. Thundering off in distance again. I better get off of this exposed place here, because lightning can strike from far away. Yeah, this is the area I was talking about. Over 10 years ago, it was like heavily forested, and this is like barely the trail I was talking about. It will be covering this like a canopy as you walked your way down to over there, and then it would just, you have to actually have to climb out what looked like kind of like a rabbit hole in the woods to pop out, and there was the end of the rim there, and with a picnic table for you to sit down on. Now it's become this open grassland. Well, now I'm back to the wide-strewn path, rock-strewn path, and it'll get wider as I move along. It's all uphill though, very slightly, but it's enough to annoy you. Well, I'm at my 30 minutes of hiking mark. This is where I usually take a break there and back, but I didn't do it on the way up. I just did it straight through for an hour and a half. So it's 30 minutes after I left the edge of the rim, so I'm just going to rest up here for about 5 minutes. Now this fallen tree across the path means I'm about a third of the way back to the campsite. Yeah, a third of the way. 2/3 to go. Well, there's that sundial rock or sliding rock. This makes it about halfway to the campsite now. Yeah, halfway to the campsite. Now, here's this cloud formation I was telling you earlier on the way back. It seems like it's getting closer to the campground here. I hope it's nothing ominous. I can't see the base of it to see because the forest obscures it, but it is getting bigger the closer I get. Well, it's 4:10 and I'm getting closer than what I thought. I hear kid sounds off in the distance. I hear that slamming the cooler lid sound, which is very distinctive at a campground. And I see off in the distance between these trees that wire fence. We made it all the way to the back gate here of Canyon Point Campground. So what I'm going to have to do is just follow this fence along down to the north there and just go down a couple of people gates and then come back in around where that outhouse is. And then just walk on the pavement and I'll be right back. Time to re-enter my home away from home. Okay, time to walk back to the outhouse part. Back to where I went into the forest here. There's the outhouse, and there's the pavement, and there's all the campsites around me. And I can see off in the distance my trailer. Well, next thing I'm going to do is kind of like get in the trailer, get all the stuff off me, kind of cool down for a little bit, because I'm going to have to start on the grill here for the steak. It takes a while for the coals to burn down, like 30 minutes. And it gets dark up here around 5:50, so I like to do that in the daytime if I can. But sometimes, it just can't be helped. And looks like everything's all dried out here now. Let me give this a test over here, because after I get that fire going in the grill, I'm going to have to start preparing this mess for tonight. And I'll bring you along for that too. Hey, I spared you all the building and lighting of the grill for my steak. So while that's going on, that takes about 30 minutes to burn down. Yeah, like get ready for tonight's campfire out here. I had a bunch of old newspapers in here a couple minutes ago. When I took these 2 bags out of it, they were soaked totally. So I need some dry newspaper to lay on top of these wet coals, and then I also need, newspaper for putting at the center of the fire bundle. I've got like Wednesday's paper in the trailer that I brought with me just in case, so it just may come out to be useful to me. So I'm going to try to start on that now, and I'll show you that along the way. Step 1 of the grand design here. I've laid down some of Wednesday's newspaper at the bottom of that wet, well, not wet, it's moist charcoal down there and pieces of burnt wood. So now I'm going to start stacking up the firewood on top of this. Okay, I got my little fire stack all in there. I cover it up with this, protect it from any kind of sprinkles or rain. That's what it looks like now. And when I'm ready later on, I'll just spray that down with lighter fluid and then set it on fire. And hopefully it'll stay lit, because wet fire rings, they have a tendency to like suck the heat out of a fire and put it out. So that's why I lined it with a couple layers of newspaper there. I have to tend to my barbecue grill over here. It's already flamed out, so now it's like turning white. So I'll have to wait until they're all white before I can put the grill top back in it. Have the heat clean that while I'm getting the steak prepped to put on it. So there's the steak on the grill now. I just flipped it for the first time, so it's looking pretty good there. Okay. And what I'm going to have with it is a baked potato, which I'll make in my microwave oven. Well, there's the final result. It's a steak and a baked potato. I'm ready to eat it right now and watch something on this player. I don't know what yet, but I'll find something. Well, here's the campfire. I have to put a little battery operated lantern, see it right there around it so you could see it. So I'm going to put the lighter fluid on it now. Well, I couldn't hold the camera and light at the same time. I had put the rest of the almost empty lighter fluid all over the place on this. Hope this will really catch it on, because even though it looks like a big bonfire, in these wet conditions underneath it, it could suck it right out. Hope I got my fire all started. Try to stay out here for like about an hour. My entire body is like sore in my back and my legs. I'm not used to hiking around like that. Yeah, I'm going to be sore tonight and stiff tomorrow. So I got some hot chocolate out here I'm drinking. Got some music playing, which you can probably hear. Oh, just going to sit out here until like about 8 o'clock. Well, it's way over an hour later. It's like around 8:15 or 8:20. I spent the whole time just actually watching the videos I made today. I made a whole lot since yesterday. It took over an hour to watch it all. This fire did keep up, so I'm getting ready to put it out with the water. It's a bit chilly out here now. Let me see what the temperature is. It's like 50 out here right now. So I'm ready to go back in and get ready to turn in for the night. I'll probably watch a movie or a TV show first till around 9:30, and then I'll turn in, read for a while, and then really turn in. Well, it's my final day here. Saturday, October 12th, I think. I just got up, as you can see, and I got up like about 15 minutes ago, I've gotten to the point where I've washed up my face and I've made a cup of coffee and then sat back down again. I was going to go fishing today, but since it's the final day, I've kind of like lazied out here, mainly because my legs are sore from yesterday. All during the night, you know, they were giving me problems. It started up like about 1 hour after I went to bed, and my hamstrings in my right leg started giving me painful fits, so I had to put some of that Bengay on it. And that at least let me fall asleep with it, but I still feel the tightness and the pain, and you know, I knew I was going to cramp up after that long little hike yesterday. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hang around the campsite here and do my usual last day stuff, and which is trying to find things I can pack up and put away so I can come home. So I think for breakfast, I'll show you when I get to that point. Those chorizos. So I bought some Tostitos roasted garlic salsa there, and I gave it a little test taste. It's about 11:20 right now. I put some things away on the other side of the trailer already, which I knew I wasn't going to be using anymore after I did that water chore. So I'm a little bit on my way there already. So I'm sitting outside now in the shaded part of the trailer facing north. Once again, there appears to be some threatening rain coming. Big gray cloud mass. I don't know, I give it 50-50 that it may rain here a little bit at least the next hour or so, and hopefully that'll be the end of it for the day. I'll be making my lunch in about an hour or so, and I'll just let my hunger dictate when I do that, because I'm going to be hanging around here like I told you earlier. Well, it's a little bit after 12, and there's been some close thunder going on around here. I've heard about 3 or 4 rumbles. The sky, the gray sky is like, I just don't know what to make of it. Let me show you. See, that's how it looks, and it's gotten bigger. It's wider over on this side. It's covering up over there now, which means it's coming from a big wide base down there somewhere far to the north, and the wind is picking up. The sun is now obscured behind the trailer because its normal path comes up from behind the trailer and then goes over where I'm at and then sets over there somewhere. Yeah, I haven't made my lunch yet. I'm still not hungry, so I'm hoping it holds out so I can make those barbecued hot dogs. If it doesn't, I did bring a couple of emergency foodstuffs with me, and one for lunch would be a can of baked beans, so that would be fine to eat if I had to. So I'm just gonna do a little bit more reading out here in the cloudy conditions. Well, it's around 12:30 now. Any thunder I've been hearing is a bit more distant now, so it seems like that part's going away, but this gray cloud cover is getting more numerous over me. Start on with 2 hot dogs for lunch here. Well, I made my lunch, and it's the same lunch I had yesterday. Well, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. All that I really did was try to take a nap, which didn't work because there's too much noise going on outside with kids running around. This campsite I'm at, this must be the worst one in this place because it's like right next to the road. Oh well, it was the only one available when I was reserving, and I probably took a month too late to do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go outside and get the fire pit ready for later on tonight. And then around 5 o'clock, I'm going to start preparing, finally, that rainbow trout recipe. Because what that entails is you got to stuff it with a chopped onion, and then season up real good, and then wrap it in the bacon, and then wrap it in aluminum foil, and then for a total of 15 minutes on the grill, it'll be done. And so I'll show you the result of that. Well, it's past 5:30 in the afternoon, and I've already grilled my rainbow trout that was wrapped up in bacon, stuffed with onions, chopped up onions, also some lemon slices underneath the bacon. It was actually wrapped up in foil, I guess baked out on the grill for 20 minutes. So I'm going to give you a look at it right now. Oh, it's still wrapped up. Well, it will go from here to this. Pretty, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to get ready to chow down now. And that's what's left of it after it's eaten. It was pretty good. It was a bit bigger than what I thought, so I couldn't quite eat it all. But it was quite good. I might want to try this out at home next time. So I just got to clean up. I do got some dishes to do on this, but that should only take like about 5 minutes, and then I'll start my campfire. So it's about 7:23 in the evening right now. I've been outside for quite a while now, since about 6:30 next to the fire, and it's like coldy out here. It's around 50, so it's blazing away in the same configuration I had it when I first lit it. So it stayed lit this time. Last night's fire really dried out the bottom of this fire pit, so nothing was going to suck out the heat from a second fire tonight. So I'm just going to sit out here for like another 30 minutes or more, and then I'll be back going into the trailer. Before I do that though, I can put some more stuff away, the chairs and the tables which are outside behind the jackknife couch. And then I'll go in before I settle down for the night. I'll try to put some more stuff away. I was starting to watch a movie last night on the laptop, so I'll finish that tonight. And then when I'm done, I'll put that away. Put some more stuff away, hopefully, and then I'll turn in for the night and go to bed. I had a pretty good day, just resting and hanging out at the campsite. Just got in from outside. It's almost 8:30 at night, and everything I could put away outside before I came back in the trailer I did. And I'm going to get ready to watch the movie that I started last night on the laptop here. It's just easier, to get to where I left off than it is with that Blu-ray portable player. It like takes forever to get to the spot. And with the Windows Media Player, I can just go right to it. I'm going to finish up with that, and then I'm going to put that away. And then I'm going to be just about done, and then I'll turn in. It's 8 o'clock on Sunday. I just woke up, and it's time to get up. Well, I got myself together a little bit here. It's about almost 8:30. So in a few minutes, I'm going to be taking my shower and get dressed. In between the time that I woke up and now, I put some more stuff away and put it on top of the bed. It's a little after 9 now, and there's my last morning breakfast. It's always cold cereal, nice and easy to make. Chow it down and then get on to what I have to do. I'll be leaving pretty soon. I think I'm ahead of schedule actually. So, still targeting to leave here by 11. It's about 10:48. Got done ahead of time actually. Taking one last look around to make sure I'm not leaving nothing behind. Looks like I'm not. I'm doing fine. One of the things I forgot to bring was an extra pair of socks for like today, so I'm wearing yesterday's socks. So, I'm getting ready to come home now. Just changed my shirt just now from the sweaty shirt I was using out here earlier to get things packed away and hitched up. Well, I'm at that Payson Casino's restaurant, and I'm looking over the menu here. I may choose something which I've never done here before. once I make my choice, I'll let you know. Still waiting on my lunch order to arrive, and I think I will play maybe $20 to $40 in the slots. We'll see. But it all depends on what time I want to get out of here, because I do want to get home. So this is what I decided to get. Giant shrimp cocktail and some chicken tenders. I've had this before a few times. That's a meal all by itself, but I never got anything with it. But chicken tenders, that sounds pretty good. Well, I'm done. I can't even finish off this. I did finish off the cocktail shrimp, but they gave me 3 what they call chicken fingers, and I would call them chicken planks. And then they came back saying, "Oh, sorry, the kitchen shorted you one more," so they gave me a 4th one. But can't even eat all of my pickle. I don't want to start any heartburn episodes on the way home, even though I do have Pepto-Bismol out in the truck sitting next to me. So I think I will give the old spinning wheels a try. I'll let you know how it goes. Well, this infernal machine swallowed $40 within like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm on my way home. Okay, I'm back in my truck now. I'm ready to drive off to leave the casino. I'm going to have to put this camera phone on the charger inside the truck the rest of the way. It's been a great trip. Lost my $40 right away at the casino, but it was $40, you know, that I could spare. I can only do that only once in a while. I'm going to get ready to go now, and should be there in about 3 hours. Well, I'm home now. It's about 3:34. It was a great trip. I didn't pick the campsite. Never again will I go to campsite number 14. That's about the worst site in that place. So I'm not going to go to that site again. And to make sure I get what I really want, I'm going to try to reserve the good spots maybe in May for the October trip. But I'm back home now. As they say, this is the end of the trip, and this is the end.